Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is provide the address of the property, okay? So I know this sounds very simple, very logical, but I have to say this. It's so irritating when a wholesaler sends me a property and then there's no address connected to it. You're just wasting everyone's time, all right? It really is irritating to see that. How can I give you an offer, or how can you get an offer from a cash buyer if they don't know what they're bidding on or what they're buying? Okay, give the address. That's the most important thing you can give to your cash buyer is the address so they can locate the property and run their comps and give you a price. Don't try to, manipulate the situation and like not give an address or just give like a general area or whatever. No one has time for that, okay? If you're that worried about it, then you shouldn't be wholesaling anyway. So make sure that you give the address to the cash buyer. Don't try to hide the address or, or whatever the case may be. Give the cash buyer the address, the correct address at that, okay? Make sure your address is correct so they can run their comps and give you their highest and best offer. You think it would go without saying, but it doesn't. It happens to me all the time where someone gives me an address or someone gives me a property or say that they want to wholesale a property and then there's no address connected to it. It's just, what I want to add to that is make sure you give the full address, okay? Make sure it has the city and state and zip code in the address. You need all of that because there are some addresses that are the same, right? So you want to make sure that city within that address is the correct city and that zip code is the correct zip code because that makes a really big difference, okay? When you are comping your properties and you don't have the right address. The address that you gave them is in a whole different zip code than what you meant to give them. So make sure that the address is correct and make sure that you have the correct city, state, and zip code because that can definitely, one, just deter the buyer, your cash buyer away because they're not getting the right information. So they're comping a property in a wrong location